drizzle. So we are experiencing drizzle. So this kind of weather actually is not good to our health, right? It's not good to our health. Okay, so how many students do we have? We only have 4 students. So I actually sent the video to Sir Harry. I mean the picture to Sir Harry, with which it indicates how many students we already had. So Sir Harry will send. Okay, wait.
Okay, it is 5.
Yeah, it's 5. Hi, Mark.
Hello, Miss Samira.
Yeah, hello.
Here and only five?
Hmm?
Only,
Yes, 5.
Yes.
Only 5.
uh,
I don't
Okay,
only,
so
know what.
we have 5 students now. After 10 minutes, I'm going to tell to I'm going to send a message to Sir Hadi and tell him that the number of students. Okay, so last time, before I start, I would like to tell you I would like to apologize for yesterday's cancellation of class, right? I was not able to teach yesterday. Um, I was telling Tristan earlier that I was not feeling well. I have I have actually a clogged nose until now, and then my head hurts, and then I am actually having,
Headache?
yeah, headache, and I felt that my body is actually shaking. I'm trembling, by the way. That is why I opt not to attend the class yesterday. So today I'm a little bit okay, but still not really well yet. Okay,
Oh,
so we will
okay.
continue. It's Mark's camera, right? Loading camera. This will take, I do not know. Okay, so we will continue with our lesson. I remember our lesson was all about sets. It is all
sets
about,
are important, especially on the most super brain
yeah.
brain
So you know sets, right? You know
breaking
sets.
complex math.
With just one of our hands. We have 2 hands, right? With one of our hands, how many fingers does one hand composed of? How many fingers? So we have 5 fingers, right? Namely,
Yes, 5 fingers.
pinky, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, and thumb.
Finger.
Yeah, these are all the fingers within our hand. This is actually called a finite set, because we all know that when we talk about finite set, this actually is the actual number with which a person has, right? It is actually the average number of fingers for every hand of a person is actually 5 fingers. So we can actually, okay, we can actually count the fingers that we had in our hands, right? And then hi Daraka. And then when we talk about infinite set, these are all numbers with which we cannot count, right? We cannot count. How about the alphabets? When we consider it as a set, what is alphabet? Is it finite or infinite?
There's a finite in alphabet is finite because there's only A to Z. It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
there's
so much
only 20.
infinity like A infinity, B infinity. There's no
Yeah,
such thing.
Yeah.
yes. So 26 we all know that there are actually 26 letters in the alphabet. And then when we talk about the clothes that
Numbers.
you wear, the combination of the clothes that you wear, what do you call that one? Is it finite or infinite?
Okay.
The clothes that you wear, with should I say that we only need to dress the same dress that we had yesterday?
I don't know. I think
No,
no.
of course not. So we can wear as many clothes as we want, as many combination of clothes that we want, right? So there is no such thing as limit to that one. So that means that is called infinite. Infinite set. Okay, how about number of children in the family?
Finite.
Is it only finite? Can we say that each family should only have 2 children?
Family have 2 children. Hmm.
Do you think that is what it meant? So we only, each and every one of us should only have 2 children. What do you think? We can have as many children as we want, right? So
Yes.
this must be considered as infinite. Even if you would like to have 1,000 children, you can do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yes.
1,000?
Ah?
What
1,000
about if there's a 1 billion child?
Oh my God.
1 billion children are a bunch.
How
Yes, okay.
you get
So
1
those are
billion
what we
children?
call finite and infinite sets. And when we talk about sets, you all know that this is actually composed of one group, right? In each set, there are actually members or elements, right? There are actually what you call members and or elements. We call that one members or elements. And then we also learned about the different types of sets, right? The equality, those are the things. And then I was actually looking at the lesson that we had, and most of those lessons we already have it for twice in a row already. We discussed that one twice for 2 Wednesdays, right? We discussed that one for 2 Wednesdays. So what I want to show you today is all about sets, but this is actually about wait. This is actually about the intersection of sets. This is actually about the intersection of sets. When we talk about sets, there is this what you so-called subsets. There is this what you so-called proper, right? Remember last time proper sets, proper, and then
subset and process.
Yeah, right. Do you remember that one?
I remember.
Yeah, the proper set, subset. When we talk about subset, for example, there are 2 sets, set A and set B. And set A, there are 2 elements, namely A, 1 and 2. And then in set B, there are actually 5 elements, and there are actually, the elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the set A is actually the set B, right? Why do we consider that one as why do we consider set A as the subset of set B? Do you remember why we consider why do we consider set A as the subset of set B? Because of the presence of what? Can you tell me?
Because all the number in set A is also in set B, so it means A is a subset of B.
Very good. So all the numbers in set A can be found from the numbers in set B. Okay, how about when we talk about proper set? You remember that one? How it meant, how we define proper subset?
I don't remember, Miss.
Yeah, wait. I'm going to show you that one, but let me find it first.
Okay.
Yeah. Today is February 12, so that must be last February 5, right? Last week's
Yes.
meeting must be last February 5. Okay, we will go to February 5. Okay. Sets and Venn diagrams. Okay, so let me share you this one, the lessons that we had last time. But before that, let me grab first how many students we already had today so that Sir Harry will know, okay? So I just need to send a text or a chat to Sir Harry. So there are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are actually 10 students. Honey and Shandara, one only using one laptop. And then Daraka and Nayaka, they are also
Using one. I
one.
don't know what.
And
I'm just
student
using one. Yes, normal.
Yeah.
are,
I don't know.
okay, wait. I just need to send the message to Sir Harry.
Message? Okay.
Yeah, because this is what he wants. Okay. Okay, so we will continue with before we proceed to another lesson, okay? But it is actually the continuation of our lesson. So we will proceed with this one. So can you see this one? So this is what we are actually talking about last time, right? Sets and Venn diagrams. We were not able to discuss yet the Venn diagrams, I still remember. But we will proceed with that one. So when we talk about set, there are these Venn diagrams and there are these what you so-called intersections. So this one again, sets is actually a collection of things. It can be a letter, a number of things, or whatever we want. For example, we already had that one earlier when we actually going to wear our daily clothes. We can actually opt to use a t-shirt, a jacket, and a cap, right? You can also add another items that you wish to list down. Okay, and then when we talk about numbers, there can have set of whole numbers. We all know that these all numbers are whole numbers are zero. We started with zero, then 1, 2, 3, etc. And that includes also the negative numbers and then set of prime numbers. Set of prime numbers, remember, prime numbers are numbers with which it can only divide itself and 1. So that is the definition of prime numbers. And then this one, the 10 best friends, it was not the one that I discussed last time, but this is in connection with the lesson that we had last meeting. So 10 best friends, you can actually have one set of 10 best friend. The names can be written inside the parenthesis or a bracket. Remember, the one that looks like a C or the one that looks like with the curve and everything. This one, this is what you call, okay, let me, where is that? Oops, it's not moving. My mouse is actually not moving. I cannot see it.
Oh no! Wait. The mouse is not moving.
Yeah, the mouse is not,
What's been lagging?
I'm not using any mouse right now. I'm just actually using my hand. And as I can see, it cannot detect my hand.
Is it laptop or the computer? Use the
Yeah.
touchpad.
Yeah,
Can they do like scroll using the touchpad since the mouse is not working?
yeah. I'm not actually that well versed in computer. I'm really sorry about
It's
that.
easy. It's easy. Just scroll. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
it's normal to me. Just scroll with touchpad. There we go.
Okay, so this one, okay. This one is our actual what we call bracket. Okay, then you can list down every friends that you have inside the bracket. So this is considered one set of 10 best friends. So each name represents an element or a member. And then we can actually, when we are going to write the element or the members inside the bracket, we always use lowercase letters. We always use lowercase letters. And then when we talk about the set A, B, C, D, etc., the set is actually written in capital letter. The set is actually written in capital letter, right? And then this is how you actually make or list down all your friends when you want to do something, identify all those friends that are included in your soccer team, those friends included in your math class, something like that. You can actually have that one. And then this one. So if you look at it, this was actually, it talks about the Venn diagram, by the way. It talks about the Venn diagram. So we will have to describe how we use Venn diagram. So in this case, if you look at it, there are actually two sports. The sports are soccer and what? The sports are soccer and tennis. And then if you look at this, in set soccer, or let us assume set soccer or set S, there are actually best friends such as Alex, Cassie, Drew, and Hunter. So they are those members of the 10 best friends who plays soccer. And then on the other hand, there is this another sport with which, if you look at it, this sport is what you call tennis. And then among the friends, there are actually three members or elements who actually plays tennis, and they are Cassie, Drew, and Jade. Cassie, Drew, and Jade. And then what we are going to do is that we are going to make a circle. When we are going to represent or describe or illustrate the Venn diagram, we are going to make circles, and then inside the circle will be written the names. Just simply label each circle, such as the blue circle is what you call the soccer sport, and the green circle is what you call the tennis sport. Write down each member or element inside the circle. Okay, inside the circle. So when we talk about the Venn diagram, we can actually see this union. So you can now list your friends that play soccer or tennis. So what you are going to do when we talk about union, you can list down the friends, your friends with which they both played. They both played the two sports, the soccer and the tennis. So if you look at the two circles, who among the friends actually plays two sports? Who among the friends actually plays two sports? For soccer, Alex, Cassie, Drew, and Hunter. For tennis, Cassie, Drew, and Jade. So who among the two sports or the friends actually plays the two sports? So if I look at it, for soccer and tennis, those best friends that play the two sports are Cassie and Drew. Cassie and Drew. So they both, okay, they both played the two sports, but we can say that when we talk about union, okay, union, with which there is actually this special symbol U. It looks like a letter U. When we talk about union, you need to write down all the names within bracket. What, Nicholas?
I want to go to the toilet, but sorry, it's gonna be kind of long.
Okay. You can turn on your, actually you can just simply turn on your audio so that you can hear us. Okay. So those students who play both soccer and tennis, or soccer or tennis, they are Alex, Cassie, Drew, Hunter, and Jade. Alex, Cassie, Drew, Hunter, and Jade. And then when we talk about union, we should have this special symbol which looks like U. So when you say this union inside the two sports or between the two sports, then this symbol U is actually meant union. Okay? So not everyone is in that set. So there are actually 10 friends, but among the 10 friends, there are actually 5 friends who plays soccer or tennis, okay? Or both. So these are all among the 10 best friends, only 5 of them plays soccer or tennis, or soccer and tennis, or both. So in other words, we combine the elements of the two sets. So we combine this one. This one, the blue one and the green one will be combined. Okay? And then look at this. Look at the center of the center. Look at the center of the circle, with which it is actually bounded by the two intersecting circles. So the names written on that circle, or the intersecting circle, is actually Cassie and Drew. And if you look at this, okay, if we look at this picture, this is actually a definition of Venn diagram, or this is how we represent the Venn diagram. So in other words, when we talk about Venn diagram is actually composed of 2 or more circles, right? Or this is actually a union of 2 or more circles, or a union of 2 or more squares, etc., etc. And then within that figure, or within that thing that was formed when we combine the two circles, that is where we are actually going to place the names of the best friends with which they both played soccer and tennis. They both played soccer and tennis. So if you will be asked, okay, who among the friends played soccer only? You can say that the friends, among the friends who played soccer only, are Alex and Hunter. And then another question will be, who among the friends plays tennis only? Tennis only. So we can say that there is actually only Jade who plays tennis only. And then when you will be asked, oh, okay, among the friends or best friends, who are those friends that plays both soccer and tennis? So you can actually answer the friends who actually played both soccer and tennis are Cassie and Drew. Cassie and Drew. Okay? So, this one. So, we all know that within the soccer circle, the names Alexander and Cassie and Drew are written. And then in the tennis set, there is actually Cassie, Drew, and Jade. Okay? And then, if you look at this, if you will be asked, okay, among the best friends, who are those friends who play both soccer and tennis? Then the answer will be Cassie and Drew. So this one is what you call a Venn diagram because it forms one small diagram. This is one small diagram which was actually bounded by two circles. This was bounded by two circles, and that small diagram is what you call the Venn diagram. Okay. Intersection is when you must be in both sets. Okay. So this one, the two circles was being intersected. Okay. And then if you have this form, okay, or if you have this diagram that was formed by the two circles, then this is considered as Venn diagram again. And then what is inside is actually telling us that this, which was inside that new form diagram, is those students who actually played both soccer and tennis. Okay? Both soccer and tennis. Okay. So intersection is actually the reverse of the union. Union is just like letter U, small letter U, and intersection is just like small letter N. When you are going to turn upside down the letter U, and that is actually the symbol for intersection. This one, can you see this? This one. This one is what you call the intersection. And then, okay, upside down of U. U, this one is in union, while this one is intersection. And then when we say, okay, we talk about the intersection of soccer and tennis, with which those two students or best friends played the same or played both the two sports. Okay? So this one. So this is a Venn diagram. So they just simply remove those names who only play soccer as well as those names who only played tennis. Okay? Who only played tennis. Okay. When we talk about the union and the intersection, we think of them as cups. We think of them as cups. This one is not a cup, but this one is a glass. So it is assumed that this is actually a cup. If this is actually union, okay? And then if I'm going to turn it upside down, this will become intersection. This is actually intersection.
Looks like a cup.
Yeah, this one is, it's not a cup, but it's a small glass of water. Okay?
It's a glass.
Yeah,
Where's the water? I don't see a water. I just see a glass.
Okay, the
Plain
glass.
water.
Yeah, it doesn't have a water anymore because I drank it already. So this one can hold more water, while this one can make the water disappear. Right? This can make the water disappear.
Not disappear. Not disappear. It's just, it's all poured down all the way back to the bottom.
Okay, so when you pour down the water, there will be no water left. So meaning that water already disappeared. But anyway, so union, okay, is the one with more elements than intersection. So meaning when we talk about union, all of those in two separate sports will be listed as one. Right? They will be written. Okay? They all will be written. And then when we talk about the intersection, we only write those who, okay? We only write those who played both the two sports. So meaning union can have more, while intersection will have only few. remaining. This one. So soccer and tennis, they write it as one, and then all of the names are present here. So this is what you call intersection. I mean union. And then when we are being asked to make an intersection, this one, okay, this one is actually an intersection. We remove the remaining names. Okay, so difference. So you can also subtract one set from another. Remember, when we talk about the total or the answer or the result of subtraction, we call that one as difference. When we subtract, when we deduct, when we minus, okay, when we remove something.
Wait, I want to think something.
Okay.
What if, like soccer plus tennis?
Okay.
What will happen, I guess?
Okay. So you are going to remove those from soccer and tennis. That is what you are implying, Mark, or telling us, Mark. Okay.
It's
So
multiplying.
okay. So when we talk about difference, we can make an example with which taking soccer and subtracting tennis means people that play soccer but not tennis. People that play soccer but not tennis. So we only
What about soccer plus tennis?
yeah. So we only need to write all those who plays soccer. Okay? All those who plays soccer. Okay, but not playing tennis. So soccer only. So those best friends are Alex and Mark. Alex and Hunter. And then we remove Drew and Cassie because Drew and Cassie plays both soccer and tennis. But what we wanted to know is that those best friends who only plays soccer. So that is why we remove or we have this difference. Okay? And then, so this one is how you represent the difference. Okay? Soccer only, we will actually what do you call this one? Highlight or color those what was being asked us. Okay, so this was being asked with which we only need to write down or to list down the best friends who only plays soccer. And then this one, the summary. So we were able to have that one. The one that looks like a Q is union. So it means that when we talk about union, all of those inside the two circle will be, okay, will be written in one group. And then the intersection, we are only going to write all those that plays both sports, such as Cassie and Drew. So, and then difference. Okay, look at difference. The symbol for difference is minus. The one that looks like a small line, horizontal line, like such as this one. Minus is difference in one set but not the other. In one set but not the other. So, only one circle will be written removing the other circle that plays another sport, and also those intersection which was being formed who actually plays both sports. So we write only those who only plays the said sports that was being asked of us. Okay. 3 sets. So a Venn diagram can also be 3 sets. So earlier I did not say that it only should be 2 diagrams, but a Venn diagram should be more or less composed of 2 figure or 2 circles. So in this case, we are talking about 3 sets. So these are actually composed of 3 circles. And then we are going to intersect it later. Okay, let me have this one.
This look like a thing when we learn about primary and secondary color.
Yes, right. When we write the colors being combined together, the primary colors combined together, right? Then we can have the secondary color. Okay, look at this. Where is my cursor? Okay. So we talk about soccer. Let me write it this one. We talk about soccer. So soccer. So in soccer, we have Cassie, Drew, Mark, right? Is it Mark?
Yeah.
I'll place Mark. I'm not sure about Mark. Okay, wait.
I mean, yeah.
Wait. I cannot remember. This is actually the negative side effect of having flu. Okay, so this one. So Alex, Hunter, Cassie, and Drew. Alex, Hunter, Cassie, and Drew.
No me, no.
There is no you. So soccer, Alex, Hunter, Cassie, Drew. And then for tennis, we have, I forgot the name. Okay. This should be Cassie, Drew, and Jade. Cassie, Drew, and Jade. And then for the volleyball, another sport being introduced, we have Drew. Wow, Drew is actually an athletic guy. He must be an athletic guy. Glenn and Jade. Okay, look at that. So this one. So what we did was, we actually written it down on 3 different circle. And then after writing it in 3 different circle, what we did was, we actually made the intersection of each of the 3 circles. And then we simply labeled soccer as S, tennis as T, and volleyball as V. Okay? Volleyball as V. Remember, look at this. As those students who play soccer are Alex, Hunter, Cassie, and Drew. And then those students or best friends who plays tennis are Cassie, Drew, and Jade. And then those best friends who plays volleyball are Glenn, Drew, and Jade. So this one. So if you look at it, if you will be asked, okay, among the 3 students or best friends, among the 3 best friends, who are those who plays soccer, tennis, and volleyball? Who are those that plays soccer, tennis, and volleyball? There is actually only one student who plays the 3 sports. Can you name the 3 students who plays the 3 sports?
Drew.
It should be Drew, right? Look at this. This is Drew, which was bounded by the 3 intersecting lines from the circle, right? Okay, this one from the soccer, and another one is for the tennis, and the last one is actually for the volleyball. So this is how you represent it. And then if you will be asked, okay, who are those students who played both soccer and tennis? Who are those students that played both soccer and tennis? Disregard what I write up the top. Just simply look at the representation of the
Jade.
Venn diagram. Huh?
It's Jade.
Is it Jade? Look at the who plays both soccer and tennis.
Oh.
Soccer and tennis.
Casey.
No, Casey.
Cassie.
Casey.
And then how about that student or that best friend with which who plays tennis and volleyball?
Jade.
Jade, very good. That must be Jade. How about the student that only plays volleyball?
Glenn.
Then, how about those students that only plays soccer?
Alex and Hunter.
Alex and Hunter.
Why not me?
Yes, without Mark.
Wow.
Some like that, and then I will write the names of the students here. Okay. Okay, so you understand it now?
Understand. Wait, I have a very crazy idea. What if we do from this 3 to 5? Or maybe more?
When you make 3 or 5 of this can be kind of confusing already. But in everything that like that such as like this, you need to concentrate. You need to focus. Look at the different names or numbers which was bounded by the different sets. Okay? So
I'm thinking of making 5 union.
Wow.
Union of 5 set.
Yeah.
And
so
I don't know what to do.
the questions will become we can have so many questions, and then we can have
100. Oh, 1 million.
So this one is an example of union of 3 sets. Okay, union, a combination of all the names from different sets. So all the names are actually being placed inside the different sets, which we form one set, one big set. And then, okay, we already answered this one, right? By just simply looking at the union of 3 sets, or by simply looking at the Venn diagram, which composed of 3 sets. And then this one, okay, we can have the union and intersection. So in this case, look at this. When we talk about just the set of S, with which it tells us that these are the students or best friends that only play soccer, we can actually label it, or we can actually highlight it so that we will know who among those students we can actually write down. So this one, Alex, Hunter, Cassie, and Drew. And then when we remove that one, we remove those with which it was not bounded by some of the other circles, then Alex and Hunter will no longer be considered. They will be removed already because they only played soccer. And then what remains among the 4 of them, there remains Cassie and Drew. And then after which, okay, so the union of tennis and volleyball. Tennis and volleyball. This represents the union of tennis and volleyball minus D, or the difference of S. We no longer use the S because it was being removed already. And then look at this. When we talk about the intersection of sets S and V, the intersection of sets S and V. So S and V. So they only remains the name Drew. Okay, so this is actually the intersection. So meaning Drew plays soccer, Drew also plays volleyball, and Drew also plays tennis. Okay, so you can write that one. S is an intersection of V and an intersection of T. What will remain will be Drew. And then next is, oops, wait, what happened? Okay, this one. How can I enlarge this one? I do not know what to do with this. Okay, wait. This one. Okay. So I was actually clicking on this part and then I accidentally clicked something. And then this one. Okay. This one, the intersection of this one. This is actually the 3 sports. This one is actually the 2 sport. Okay. The 3 sports also. And then this is actually the intersection of sets S, V, minus set T. So we did not include this one. We did not include the set T, but we only include the set S and the V, the intersection of the set S and the set V. So there is nobody in the intersection of set S and set V, meaning there is no such best friend as who plays both soccer and volleyball. Okay? Both soccer and volleyball. And then this one, this is how we write it. S, intersection of V, quantity of S with the intersection of B minus T is equals to this one. Empty or null set. There is no body in that one. And then, okay, empty set or null set. So, nothing inside. There is nothing inside. Okay. And then universal set. So we actually discussed this one last time, right? So that is why I told you we will simply run through with it. So we will just simply run through to this part. So the universal set is the set that has everything. Well, not exactly everything, but everything that we are interested in now. So the symbol, sadly the symbol is the letter U, which is actually just like the same with the union, but the difference among the two is that universal set is actually a capital letter U. Capital letter U. So be careful when you write the symbol for union and the symbol for universal set. Universal set is being represented by the capital letter U, while the union is being represented by the symbol a short letter U or small letter U. Okay? So, oh, it's almost 8. So the time is actually very fast, right? And then in our case, the universal set is our 10 best friends. The universal set is our 10 best friends. So every one who is inside the 10 best friends is actually what you call the universal set, or okay, or again, universal set being defined as the set that has everything. So everybody in it is called the universal set. Now this is actually like this. This is actually like this. Union, which was represented by a square. So it must be a square. So it is actually written outside of the 3 circles. And then we also write the names of those students or best friends which doesn't play any sports. which doesn't play any sports. Look at this. So this is the union. So every name was written on it. And then you can look at this, which was being represented by the students who only play who play soccer, tennis, and volleyball. So remember, we do not write the same name twice or thrice. We just simply write it down and we actually go with the intersection or the union of the different elements or the different members of each set. So that is why we do not need to write every name more than twice. Okay, so or more than once. I mean more than once. So we only need to write it once. Okay, so you see all your best friends or 10 best friends are written into what sport they play or not. So this one, these four best friends or four of those within the best friends must show maybe they are actually playing sports but are not written, but are not included. They must be playing.
Maybe they are not up playing sport. They may
Or
be
they
playing
are not, yeah,
something like
maybe,
tag or something else.
yeah, maybe they do not play sport. Maybe the sports that they are playing is not within the three. Maybe some of them are playing chess. Maybe some of them are playing golf.
Ludo.
Yeah. So that is why they were are written outside the three sets. Okay, outside the three sets. And then what else? We can take the whole set and subtract the ones who play soccer. So when you try to represent it or illustrate it, and then you are going to represent the subtract or the minus, right? You can actually and highlight, or you do not need to color the said set. You do not need to color the said set. Only those aside from the one that was actually being discussed, such as the soccer, will be written with no color. Something like that. Look at this. So you can actually spot the difference. You can actually also know how to when you are being asked regarding the said best friends. Okay, so this way when you see it like this one, union minus set S is equals to, okay, we remove this set S, Alex, Hunter, Cassie, and Drew. So only those Blair, Erin, Francis, Ira, Glenn, and Jade. Those are the only members of the best or the friends will be written because we already removed the set S or those who plays soccer. Okay? So everyone who does not play soccer, they are those who are inside the union and the set or the circles. And then another terminology regarding the sets is complement. Complement, which actually what you call this one? There is a special way of saying everything that is not. When you say complement, it says everything that is not. So we show it by writing a little c like this. So where is that one? Okay, this one. This one, the S here, okay? If you look at it, there is actually that small letter C, okay? Or capital letter C at the top. Okay, so meaning when you see something like this, the set S and then a complement, which is actually the symbol letter C. Everything that is not in S. Everything that is not in S. So that is what it meant. Everything that is not in S. So who are those that is not in S? Blair, Erin, Francis, Ira, Jade, and Glenn. exactly the same as the union minus sample. So complement is equal to union minus set S. I mean universal set minus set S. So complement is equals to, when we base on the drawing, universal set minus set S. Okay? And then there is only 1 minute left, but we will continue with the summary. So summary, again, small letter U is what you call union, which means either in either set or both sets. Small letter N looks like small letter N or the upside down of the letter U is called intersection or only in both sets. Only in both sets. And then the minus sign is what you call the difference, meaning in one set but not the other. In one set but not the other. And then set A, complement of set A, there is this small or capital letter C which was written small, okay, is the complement of A, meaning everything that is not in A. Everything that is not in A. And then empty set, the set with no elements. You can only see the bracket. You can only see the bracket, but there is no other symbol or numbers inside the bracket because it is actually empty. And then universal set. Universal set. All things we are interested in. All things we are interested in. So everything will be written within that universal set. Okay. So just on time, we were able to discuss some of those part of the terminology of sets. And then I think most of you will already have an idea, right? You will already have an idea regarding sets as well as the other related terminologies. So you know now, when your teacher will be able to ask you, you will already have the idea how to analyze set, how to write set, how to answer all those questions regarding set. Dream left the game. See? Okay. Do you have some questions?
No.
No more.
No,
No.
I
No,
hope.
but I'm
miss.
still hoping for union with 5 sets.
Okay. Maybe when I make a quiz,